Hello, I'm Mike Johnson. I'm the Director of Transmission Operations here at Santee Cooper. We wanted to share a little bit with you about a project that we have going on. The project is called the Wassamasaw to Indian Field 230 kV line. I'm standing right now on Santee Cooper Rideway, and this is part of the Rideway that we're planning to actually build and route this new 230 kV line. The project will go from the Wassamasaw substation to the Indian Field substation, and it's 21.5 miles long. But what I want to focus on this morning is the 1.5 miles that goes through the Beidler Forest. I'm standing on the right-of-way just at the edge of what goes through the Beidler Forest. What we're proposing to do and planning to do is build this new 230 kV line right down the center of an existing 125-foot right-of-way. We're planning to put single poles right in the middle, put the new 230 kV line on one side of that pole, and relocate this existing 115 kV line to the other side of the pole. When that's done, we'll be removing these existing poles that have been in place since the 70s. After that, our plan is to reestablish the 125-foot right-of-way, some of which has been in existence since the 1940s. We've had a third-party forestry group come out and identify or verify that there are no old-growth cypress trees and really no old-growth trees at all in this 125 feet. All of the trees that have been identified to be removed are 50 years old or less, which lines up with the last time this right-of-way was fully cleared to 125 feet back in the 70s. We do plan to identify hazard trees. Those are dead, diseased, or leaning trees that when they fall will hit the transmission line. We're going to identify those and collaborate with the Audubon Society on the best way to mitigate those hazards. Behind me is a portion of the Beidler Forest. This wooden stake represents the southern edge of the existing 125-foot right-of-way. Around me are some of the trees that have been deemed as new growth, 50 years old or less. This is part of what we're planning to re-clear as a part of the re-establishment of the 125-foot right-of-way. This red tape delineates the eastern boundary of what's referred to as the pollinator pathway. The pollinator pathway is something that Santee Cooper and Audubon worked together on to establish here within the existing transmission right-of-way. We've gone ahead and put red marking tape out to mark the boundaries of the pollinator pathway, mainly to make sure that during any upcoming construction activities, contract crews avoid this area and impacts are minimized or avoided altogether. Santee Cooper has looked at a few other alternative routes and plans, and in summary, this ends up being the best overall plan. It allows us to meet our near-term and long-term system needs. It's least impactful to the community as a whole, it's least impactful to the environment as a whole, and it allows us to utilize an existing asset that we've had since the 40s and an existing energy corridor. Any other route that we went would require new right-of-way, new clearing, and new impacts. We get to avoid all that by using this existing right-of-way.